I'm out for the August challenge of the Stealth Camping Alliance, which is an unplanned stealth. And I have a plan. Hello, I'm Kaat from Steps by Kaatje and welcome back to my channel. I have packed my bike. Everything is ready to go out camping tonight because I'm going to do the August challenge for the Stealth Camping Alliance. This month it was set by Camping Rules OK, and he asked us to do an unplanned stealth. Sounds good, doesn't it? Very easy. You don't have to plan anything. You don't plan the weather. Well, it's not perfect today, but it's good when you're out stealth camping. You don't want it to be warm and nice for people to be out. It's better when people prefer staying in, and I can be out on my own and have a quiet stealth camp, right? So, but I do have a plan for tonight. What? You have a plan? It was supposed to be unplanned? Oh, well, yeah. I need to have a slight little plan. And I'm going to use this map, which is a cycle map of the area with all the cycle nodes that I can follow. And I'm going to use some darts. How am I going to use it? I'll show you right away. First of all, I made a copy of this map right here. This is my house, and I don't want to go stealth camping in about a circle of about 5 kilometers. So what I'll do, I'll measure the distance for about 5 kilometers and I make a circle around my house. It measures about, almost 10. So yeah, I'll definitely be out of the 5 kilometers if I stay out of that, right? Can use this to put a circle around it. Okay. So now we are up for the next stage, using darts. I'm gonna need this. I will be putting up my map, throw a dart, and see where I have to go tonight. Quite random, isn't it? Now I'm ready to throw darts. See how that's gonna be. Ooh. Exactly at 0.85. Put it back in. So 0.85 wiggle. Now I'm gonna write down the nodes I have to follow to get to node 85. I'm here, so I'll go 149, 148, 121, 122, 125, 126, 106, 85. Oh, sorry, 85. I guess I can pack up and start cycling. See where I end. Okay. Exciting.
I packed my gear, hit the road, threw a dart to find my code. No plan, no clue where I'd go. Just me and my bike on a stealthy flow. Riding into the sunset where the wild things hide. Searching for a campsite, just me and the night. Unplanned, unscripted, feeling so alive. In the heart of nature, under starry sky. So I've been riding my bike for about 12 kilometers now, and I think I have about the same to go before I reach number 85. So I'm getting hungry, so if I find the perfect spot to have dinner, I'll definitely stop there. Yep. Unplanned, unscripted, feeling so alive. In the heart of nature, under starry sky. I think this picnic table looks like a good spot to have dinner, don't you think? So let's get my stuff out. It's a bit wet, but yeah, we'll be okay.
I have the little fire with me that I used for the military stealth camping. So yeah, let's hope it lights better than the first time. It definitely does. So, don't need much water. So tonight I'm having couscous in a cup, and it's time for a little shout out to another channel, and that is the Wondersokken, because they gave me this little meal and I'm really curious how it's going to taste. So Micha and Iris, cheers, here's to you. They are not a part of the Stealth Camping Alliance, but they do love hiking, they do love camping. So yeah, they have a great channel. They're from Germany, and so if you have time, sure, check them out. You won't regret it. Water is boiling, so now I can throw this in. So now I have to let it sit for a while. Looking forward to this. So I had it sit for about 5 minutes, and now let's do the taste test. Tasty. A little bit spicy, but yeah, very good. Thanks. Dankeschön. Spicy, a little bit. In fact, there is a pretty good spot behind this place. Nice little forest. So if I cannot find anything around node 85, I can always consider coming back. But for now, I'm gonna hit the road again.
Found a spot by a forest edge, picnic table perfect for my dinner pledge. The evening's calm, the lights so low, but the journey calls, I've got to go.
I stopped here at this site. They're putting up a windmill right over there. All the pieces are behind me, and the wings are right over there at the other side. So yeah, I don't know if there are any cameras around here, but it would be a special spot to sleep. See, the wings are right there. But let's continue to number 85 and see from there if I want to come back or not. I just found some cameras over there, so I don't think this is going to be a good spot. But it was nice to look around a little bit. I was just looking at those wings here behind me. Can you see? It looks like a saw. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah. But I think I'll be back for sleeping. Those damn cameras. I hate cameras.
Out by the windmill side, but cameras watch, so I passed it by. Kept on riding through the twilight till I found my place in the quiet night.
I have arrived here at node 85, but as you can see, I'm quite in an urban area. There is a train station of Bilzen right behind me. So yeah, this is not a place where I want to be stealth camping. I don't want to do an urban stealth. And well, you know what I will be doing is what I did when I was on my way to Santiago de Compostela. I was also on my bike, and so when I didn't have a place to stay in a town or something and I needed to camp, I would just ride my bike outside of town and then look for a small road that I could take where there would be not too many people around, and I can pitch my tent and sleep there. So that's what my plan is for tonight. Oh yeah, right, it was unplanned. Still, I'm always making plans, so it's just me. But come on, let's ride the bike a little bit further and look for a spot.
I'm riding into the sunset where the wild things hide.
It would be nice to have a camp with a view. So I'll just continue on a little bit further, because right behind me there, still quite some urban activity. So yeah, I need to get out a little bit further. Come on. Look, I could even go and sleep next to an okay again. Well, done that, been there. Let's find another spot. The views are getting better by the minute, but it's also getting darker by the minute as well, so I definitely have to look for a spot. But I'm out of the urban area, so it should work. Well, look at the spot over there. Doesn't that look amazing? I'm gonna check it out, see if a camp is an option. I don't have a freestanding tent though, so yeah, don't know. Let's get it. This is quite small to pitch a tent, so I don't think that'll work, but it has a beautiful view, so maybe somewhere around here I can pitch my tent. Okay, this is not going to work, because just when I was looking around and see what I could do, there were two guys coming up talking to me, asking, oh, you're on a trip, what are you doing? Telling me there was a bivac zone right behind here, but yeah, it's not what I want to do, except if I don't find anything, but I should be able to find something. Let's just go a little bit further. Quite a lot of cornfields around here, which can be some shelter and some orchards. Usually quite a good shelter as well, especially when it's almost dark. Yeah. I'll find something. I guess this could be an option, but I'll go first. Check out over there. There is a little forest. Maybe I can find a spot there. Yeah. This looks like a little side trail going into the forest. I think I'm gonna go and take a look. It is starting to look pretty dark. Oh, some kind of cemetery out here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know where I can pitch my tent here. Maybe this could be a nice place to camp if I can find a flat spot for my tent. Right quite close to the road, but I don't think there will be too many people hanging around tonight. I hope so anyway. Alright, I'll go check. You can hardly see anything anymore, but I found a little bit of a flat spot here. It's only quite close to the road, but it's a walking road, so if I put my alarm early in the morning, I think I will be fine. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to pitch my tent here, see how it goes. My tent is pitched. I went down to the trail to see if you could see my tent, but no, not really, except if I put on light you probably will see it, but there should be nobody around. So yeah, I'm gonna get my bed ready and then relax, and we'll see tomorrow morning what this place looks like. I can't see very much. Poofy and I were in the tent getting ready to sleep because there's nothing else you can really do around here. But you know, my plan was to have a little beer tonight, but no, I don't feel like it anymore. It's past 10 o'clock, it's pitch dark. I just want to go to sleep. And anyway, I hope it will be quiet out here and that I'll have a good night. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to show you my spot in the morning. That way you can see where I'm at. Alright? So guys, good night. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. Morning. This is the view from my tent. A little pond. Gonna try to get out, but look, I have a snail in my shoe. Tried to put it on, felt something. So yeah, get rid of that. Now come out of my tent and I show you a little bit of the area where my tent is, and then I'll clean it up as quick as I can. This is the little road I was talking about. And my tent is right there. So yeah, you have to know it to see it, I think, especially when it's still kind of dark. But of course, I'm gonna have to clean it up as soon as possible because it's now going to be almost 6:30, so maybe the early birds might be coming out walking the dog. And then once the tent is cleaned up, I'll just be a cycler having an early breakfast in the woods, right? Well, well, this is my tent. I've put my bike down over there. I think next time I come out, I have to bring some kind of camouflage for my bike, because it's my bike who will attract attention with the light colors and not my tent, which is right here and quite dark and not big. I think my bike is attractive to snails. I have 1, I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. Before leaving this beautiful spot, I'm having some chocolate cookies from my military ration and an apple juice. I think that will be perfect. I want to thank Camping Rules OK again for setting up this challenge. I think it was a nice one. I slept pretty good here, and although it was hard pitching my tent almost in the dark, so maybe next time I should leave a little bit earlier and have the time to pitch my tent when it's still light. But yeah, in a stealth camp you don't want to be noticed, so the later it gets, the less people there are around. So yeah, let's enjoy our breakfast. My bike is all set up and I'm ready to go. This was it for this month's adventure, this month's challenge. It was the Unplanned Stealth from the Stealth Camping Alliance. I really enjoy doing them, so I hope I will be able to keep on doing that. And so next month in September, I hopefully will be there again. So, but for now, well, I'm gonna hop on my bike, do another about 20 kilometers, and I'll just get home, right? So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next adventure. Bye!
Morning came, a beautiful sight by the pond. In the soft daylight, a night well spent with no regret.
Last night when I was on my way looking for a spot to camp, I drove by this little cemetery and I was wondering what it was. So now it's light and I can see it. It's a pet cemetery. It's a cemetery for dogs and cats. You can just come over here, bury them. You don't need to have permission. So yeah, they can rest in peace right here. Yeah, I think it's great.
In the arms of nature, my soul's content.